beautiful people. Psychic Debbie here. Hoping you're having a great morning, afternoon, or evening. Thank you for joining me tonight. And this is going to be for the new moon. That's June 25th, 26th. Some people are saying the 25th. Some are saying the 26th. It's all about that. What greatness or challenges could be coming for you around that time, around this new moon, June 25th, 26th, and going into a little bit of July. Okay, so as you can see, I am not live. I am on vacation. And I'm hoping you guys are on a great vacation too. So thank you for watching this, because I know the summertime here and the wintertime down there can be very busy for you. So thank you for connecting. I appreciate you all very, very much. A lot of the information that I'm giving you might be repeated, okay? Might have already happened because I wrote these up around March, April, okay? So, and you might be like, oh, she's repeating. Again, I wrote these up and I did the videos in different times. Okay. So, but thank you for connecting, and thank you for watching. All right. Connecting with that. If you would please, I would like you to, if you want to help me out, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell so that you know every time my video comes up. With me not being live, you guys might not even know this came up, and you're going to be like, what the heck happened? So, so connecting to me that way, I appreciate it. Even just saying hi to Diddy on the bottom, okay? Or hearts or whatever down on the bottom helps me a lot, okay? So I appreciate you for doing that, all right? I have my website if you're wanting to get a reading, psychicdebbie.com. I am kind of booked out. I'm getting into September now. It's not going to change. I don't have a list. Please do not text me. Please do not and say, I don't have a list. I'm sorry, because that would be a list too. First come, first serve is the way I'm going, okay? Because a lot of people have been waiting for months. So I appreciate that though, and I'm blessed that I'm super duper busy. Like I said, while I'm gone on this vacation, no video on Thursday, but when I get back, then I'll start doing the healing with the angels and everything on Thursday also. If you're like, what? She does videos with angels and all that stuff? Yeah, go back and look at my live spots, and then you're going to see me doing readings for numerous of angels and healings around love, happiness, health, wealth, and prosperity. So I love that too, okay? If you're wanting to donate or even just send a beautiful card, that's when I open them up, is on Thursdays around the angel time. Please, or even just a card to say hi to Diddy. Oh, there it is. You could send it to just the 5882 Oxnard, California 93031. If it's a bigger package, then 1961 North C Street, and then put the 5882 Oxnard, California, and put Psychic Debbie Griggs, because that's its business P.O. box. Again, if you can't, even just a card or a postcard or whatever, just saying hi to Diddy, happy 4th of July or whatever, fantastic. I love it. I love snail mail. I'm a baby boomer. We like the snail mail. Okay, or even packages. I mean, a lot of this stuff that's behind me, that's why I've got it displayed, I got as gifts. So I acknowledge that, and thank you. So blessed, and I appreciate all you guys watching and listening, okay? So I'm going to start now. I'm going to, usually before when I'm live, I connect with people on the chat, which I'm missing you beautiful people. And, we spend like a half an hour bantering back and forth, and I tell you all the predictions that have come true and things like that. All right. So this is going to be towards the end of June. Hopefully the thing that I was seeing that I was going to say that's going to happen around the 20th to the 22nd or whatever, a crash. I hope it didn't happen, but if it did, prayers on that too. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to be talking around about the new moon. And it's in Cancer, so a lot of emotions, a lot of communication, a lot of healing, though, can happen too. Okay, so there's the good and the bad with that. All right. So with the new moon being in Cancer, like I said, emotional and very intuitive. I'm going to read a couple angel numbers off, because I'm going to read off the 25th and the 26th. Okay, so the 25th is major decisions. You already know what to do. Your soul is calling out for the change. So maybe this is what's happening. The change is happening right now. Your soul is calling out for change, and you will have to make a choice as how to go about that. Have confidence that it's in your heart. You already know the answer. Repeat this mantra. I will make the right decision at the right time. I, Debbie, will make the right decision at the right time. And you're going to hear me saying about this because there's going to be a lot of emotion. So maybe even saying I'm speaking at the right time. Okay, I'm speaking the right words at the right time, and not this is a time to watch out that you don't blip and because a lot of emotion is going to be going on. A lot of emotion, unfortunately, and people are going to go, Debbie, you're kind of telling us the things to be fear. Well, I don't want you to be in fear. I'm just forewarning you. And like I've always said, and I'll probably repeat this numerous of times, this is predictions. This is not facts. Can it change? You bet. Through prayer, through acknowledgement, through affirmations, through quantum leaping. We don't have to go through the turmoil. The only thing that makes it kind of hard sometimes is because we have family members or friends around us that are going through it and they don't know how to do that. Maybe you teach them, you know what I mean? You pray together, or you collectively together, or you do your quantum jumping or whatever it is that you believe in to get into that more perspective space where you don't have to be in fear, worry, and doubt. Okay? Your choice. The next one is the 26th, and it says money flows. So here we go. Money is energy. Prepare yourself to receive it. Abundance is coming to you in all forms, and one way it can present itself is financially. Gratitude creates the greatest pathway to you. Sit in meditation today and reflect with a grateful heart and really mean it. Not like, oh, I'm going to say this, then I'll get some money, and then where did the money come? You know, it doesn't work that way. So you just sit in meditation, being grateful, or be in the is. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Being in the is. I, Debbie, is happy, healthy, whole, and complete. I, Debbie, is rich, well, and happy. Or, you know, being in that space. I, Debbie, is a powerful psychic. I, Debbie, is helping numerous thousands of people. I, Debbie, is finding me. Being in that space. It is what it is, right? How people go, well, it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. Then be in your is of what you want to be in, okay? So sit in meditation today and reflect with a grateful heart on all that you already have been blessed with in life. And I'm blessed that I have you, beautiful people. I am blessed that I have my business. I'm blessed that finding missing people. I'm blessed with my family, my husband, my kids. I'm blessed with my homes. I'm blessed with traveling. I'm blessed that right now that I'm on vacation being with my grandkids. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Okay. So, and I know you're blessed too. All right. So I'm sending you blessings your way. So here I go. I got a lot of information. Like I said, I'm going to do information kind of like the world. And then I'm going to do your zodiac signs of what could come, your zodiac signs of love, health, wealth, and, you know, watch out for, and what good is going to come to you. Okay. So here we go. And I got a lot of it written out. So if you're like, why, you know, I write this stuff down because, like I said, I've been channeling this since March, April, maybe even before that. There could be some things that I'm going to be talking about, like, oh, you said that last year, Debbie. It's like, yeah, it's going to be some, or the last two videos that you saw, I'm going to be repeating, or they've already happened. Okay. Thank you for understanding on that. So here we go. Okay, so this new moon in Cancer is around emotion, deep emotions, and deep intuition, okay? So please listen to your insight. Listen to your gut insight. Since this new moon is in Cancer, it's ruled by family, emotions, and inner security. So are you in fear, worry, and doubt? You know, this is going to test you to see if you're in fear, worry, and doubt, okay? So we can have emotional, good or bad times with family, friends, work, kids, or even by yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm traveling, I'm going on a hike, or I want to sleep, or I'm reading good books, or whatever, okay? So good times with family and friends and by yourself. But if in an argument, maybe you want to step back and reflect, okay? And that's what I was kind of talking about. It's like, try not to be in it. Try not to be in someone else's fear, worry, and doubt. It's going to test us all. It's going to be testing me. It's going to be testing you, okay? So, and that's just a little forewarning for you. That's why I'm bringing it up. It's like, oh yeah, Debbie said, people are going to be moody. People are going to be emotional. The people that are sensitive are going to be more sensitive. The people, if the moon, new moon, full moon, anything affects you, this is going to affect you. If you got a bipolar person or you're bipolar, it's going to affect you. If you have someone that's addicted, it's going to affect them. Okay. So maybe it's not the right time to sit there and go, you need to quit, you know what I mean? And harp on them. maybe just be your comfort or a soft place for them to fall. Okay. You could also, like I said, stepping back, and it could be great things too. So you could also be finding new friends, a new family, having a baby. You know what I mean? Or finally expressing your emotions and love and joy to someone that you really care for. It's like, I love you. I really, really love you. You know, that kind of thing. Sally feels like they love me. You know, that kind of thing. Or maybe, or it could be the other way too, where it's like, I love you. And they're like, I just want to be friends, which is great because then it gives you the opportunity, because new moon, new beginnings, then you can get that lover to you. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing. Look at it as positive as you can. All right. It's a great time to plant seeds, plant wise and personally wise. Okay. So start a family, healing, motherhood, intuition, really listen to your insight, gut feeling. It's a great time to quantum leap, like I was talking about before, learning to open up your insight. All right. So as we approach this new moon, June 25th, 26th, we step into the window of reset and renewal. Okay. This new moon carries a unique blend of promises and caution. You would think it was Libra, do you know what I mean? Because it's going to give you both. I feel like it's going to be testing you. Are you in caution? Are you in fear, worry, and doubt? Or are you really in the truth of who you are, believe in who you are, and being as positive as you can? I get it, you know, I get it where you guys could be going, Debbie, really? You know what I mean? We're going through hell and high water here. But being in fear, worry, and doubt is just going to make it worse. And I get it. Sometimes it's hard. Acknowledge it and then just say, I can't think this way right now. I can't think this way. Delete. Okay. So a window of reset and renewal. This new moon carries a unique blend of promises and cautions, like I was talking about, opening doors to powerful insight, though. You could be having this big knowing, these big aha moments, good or bad. Okay. There could be surprises around you, opportunities around you. All right. Or even a friendly breakthrough, like finally, for criminy sakes, you know what I mean? Time to be, like I said, the breakthrough. And I'm praying for that also, right? Major breakthroughs. It's like, I have massive dreams and it's like, when is it going to come true? You know, it's like, so I'm ready for that breakthrough. Are you ready for that breakthrough? And you don't have to. I'm just going to put my, perspective in it or spiritual insight on it, because I keep on getting this told through spirit. It's like, you need to tell people this. This is, this is going to be a shake, rattle, and roll, but it's like, it's going to be showing you what to keep and what not to keep in this month of June, and July is really going to show you the truth of everything, the truth of your money, the truth of your health, the truth of your wealth, the truth of your family, friends, jobs, partners, I mean, and I'm just going to stack them all up. And that's why it's going to seem so overwhelming at work, because it's going to be hitting you all at once. It's like, but there's going to be some good ones there, and there's going to be maybe some challenging ones, or maybe a lot of you, it's 90% it's all good, or, some of you it's going to have some bad points, but there's going to be a good point around it. Okay. I'm not trying to be Pollyanna, but there is the silver lining around this. I see it as not this super duper long-term thing where it's like a recession for years, the 1930s and major depression. I'm seeing that it's affecting us for 2 months. Is there going to be an after effect? Yes, but not to the point of major demise. You know what I mean? And at least I'm not seeing that. Okay. Also, this new moon could be very mindful. Okay, so make that intention. Maybe this is a great time for you to start doing your affirmations, writing out your affirmations. Louise Hay, I don't know if you guys know Louise Hay, but didn't we love her? Didn't we just love her? Catherine Ponder. I love Catherine Ponder. I mean, it's just like, these people that were before us that showed us how to manifest, Abraham Hicks, those kind of people, listening to that vortex, listening to that connection, listening to you. Do you know what I mean? And it was really wonderful. I was listening to Louise Hay the other day, and I love her because, she's the one, Catherine Ponder and her are the ones that got me to this space that I am now. And I'm super blessed with them. And it was like she was talking, but then Spirit was going, I'm going to download this information to you. It was almost like then what she's presenting to me, which could be presented to you, is being in the is space. IW is. You're already is. You know how they say you have to feel like you have that home, or you have that car, or you have that job, or you have that partner, or whatever, or you have that health. You can't be sitting there praying for it, because that's the future. Being in the space of it, where some people say I am, I say the is, because there's no judgment, there is no challenge, there's no competition. I'm just Debbie. I, Debbie, is happy, healthy, whole, and complete. I, Debbie, is got the home, I, Debbie, is a proud owner of that beautiful home on the coast. I, Debbie, is the person is flying around the world first class. I, Debbie, is spending time with my grandkids. I, Debbie, is have a home in Minnesota or on the coast, or whatever it is that you're desiring. I, Debbie, is the person that's finding 1,000 missing people around the worldwide, and being in joy and happiness with that, and giving joy and happiness or closure to people. So that's what I'm saying. This time right now is really, really powerful for that. Okay. Not trying to do some I'm preaching here. Sorry. That's why I need to talk to you guys. Okay. But this is what Spirit was trying to tell me to tell you guys. Like I said, I keep on getting downloads. So it's focus on your intentions. Okay. It's time to slow down and focus. This is not the time to run around with your head chopped off and being in fear, worry, and doubt, because it's going to get worse. I'm going to guarantee it to you, it's going to be worse. I'm going to give you my predictions, my insight, what could happen. Remember, not a fact. Choices, what resonates with you, okay? And I always say this. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a financial advisor, okay? So let me kind of go with the predictions that are going to be coming true, or not coming true, but could happen, okay? So this I was being told, oh my God, talk to me. Sorry. I've been told that this is going to be around this new moon, and then maybe the first 2 weeks of July. Because I'm kind of giving you dates, but it can shift, right? We can quantum leap. We can, because there is no time. So it's just this space of that is what I'm talking about. All right. Before I start, Spirit says you forgot to tell everybody happy birthday. So anybody that's having a birthday, or having an event like an anniversary, happy anniversary, happy birthday. Sorry about that. Should have done that in the beginning. Squirrel, here I am, squirrel. Squirrel. Okay, so here we go. Okay. So I'm going to talk about, I'm kind of going to go back and forth a little bit here, but here we go. Okay, so economics and stock market. There could be, the stock market's going to be unstable. You know what I mean? It's not going to be stable. Even if it crashed in the 20th or from the 17th to the 22nd, if it already happened, it's still not going to be as stable. Okay. So there could be extremes. It's going to be up and down. Okay. So the cryptos could have a spike, also the same, a sudden, all of a sudden boom, and then a crash. Okay. Cause I could see the stock market going down, then they go into the cryptos, and then all of a sudden it goes up, and then people are like, oh, profit, and then it goes down. Okay. So your choice. All right. Banks, the scandals, the failures, especially smaller banks, or, not very well-known banks, be careful with them. That's your choice, but be very, very careful with them. Okay. The July thing, I feel like there could be a market rebound, but it's, you might think it's a fixed thing, but it's not. Okay. It's not. It could happen again in July. Okay. I've been kind of saying this before and on my other videos that I'm seeing July 22nd and on is going to be the more safer time. But again, you know what I mean? I did this in March and April. And when I get back from vacation, I might relook at it and go, oh, this and this happened. That didn't happen. So now I got to kind of relook at it. All right. Because when I'm doing predictions and they're downloading me this information, I have to try to figure out, is this what they're meaning? Okay. All right. So the currency, unfortunately, it's not going to be just the dollar. It's going to be everywhere. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be wobbly everywhere. Okay. The areas that we need to watch, of course, is Wall Street, European Stock Exchange, Japan, and then crypto hub, especially around Singapore, okay, or Dubai, the cryptos that are connected to that. Again, your choice, but I would really watch around that. Okay, so, and I might talk about this a little bit again. I don't know. I got a bunch of papers here, so. Okay, so now we're going to kind of go to the weather. Okay, so I'm going to say from the new moon until maybe around the end of the month, there's going to be major flood risks for, again, Asia, the Gulf course, Gulf Coast, sorry, Gulf Coast, Gulf of Mexico, around there. Okay, Eastern, U.S. Eastern, things around there. So the Gulf course, oh my God, Debbie, Gulf Coast. I got Gulf in my head. Eastern, the eastern parts of the states. So we could have like a hurricane or something going up, or a storm going up again, like it did last year, I think, going up and hitting, like Florida, Alabama, that kind of thing, going up, go through Georgia, and then go up on the coast again. Or it could go on both sides. All right. And then also they wanted me to say Eastern Australia. Okay. So watching about for floods. Hurricanes, they might, I'm seeing them being early because it's win, right? It's air. It's an air time. I get it that Cancer is ocean, but we've got the air year, and then we got the ocean. Do you know what I'm saying? And I get it's the snake year, isn't it? On the Chinese thing, I think it is. Which slivers, do you know what I mean? They hide, they sliver, they're they're manipulative. They're like, you think they're over there, and they're like, doo-doo-doo. So there could be a storm or something like that is like, what? Where did that come from? And I was saying, I think a couple of videos ago before I went to Minnesota, Spirit was telling me it could be happening at night, which is, to me, is the worst time. Again, slivering, creeping up where it's like everybody's asleep, and then we have a major storm or a lightning storm or a hurricane or wind or something like that. Okay. So, also there could be massive earthquakes. The earthquakes would be around the Pacific, coast. Okay. California, Alaska. Here we go with that Alaska thing. Canada, Alaska, Vancouver and up, people. Vancouver and up, I'm seeing. Japan, Chile, Turkey, Greece, and Indonesia. Okay. The Japan, again, I was talking about before, if it hasn't happened already, I want them to be really careful around their nuclear plant. Okay. Volcano action, Iceland, again, I'm seeing that could be erupting again. Italy, the Philippines, and Hawaii has been, spewing thousands of feet of lava. I mean, it's just been crazy. So I don't know if it's calmed down by now, but I'm seeing it still being pretty active. Okay, I'm seeing it being pretty active. Turning the page. Okay, so let me see here. What do I have? Okay, so this is conflicts. I like to say conflicts. People say wars. I'm not going to say there's a war. And leaders. Okay, so around this new moon, and I'm going to say until the end of the month, there could be a conflict between China and Taiwan, and I've been kind of saying that for a while. I would not be surprised if there wasn't any submarines or air or any kind of military around Taiwan already. And even, I don't know why, but I'm seeing it around Australia also. And I would not be surprised. I don't know if it's from China, though, that we have some kind of military around the States. I'm not saying that they're going to cause a conflict. I feel like it's, we're here and we see what's going on kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Conflicts, Middle East, of course, Israel and Iran. Again, I've been saying this for a while, unless it's happened. It still could be assassinations or major health around political leaders, okay, or major leaders, all right? There could be a scandal around a leadership, and I've been kind of saying that too. around either US, the UK, because I brought that magnifying glass out again, and Russia. So they're making me want to look around that area, and they keep on showing me this. And I don't know what it is they're trying to show me because it's like a secret. I feel like it's behind closed doors and it's behind the tree. And, it's like they're just giving me a little peek. And it's like, and I don't know if it's, and I'm not trying to scare anybody. I don't think it's going to be this, it could be a scandal, but it'll affect them more than us. But I don't know if it's because Spirit doesn't show me everything, because if we did know about it, it could change it for the worse instead of for the better, because then there could be more fear, worry, and doubt, believe it or not, even more than what we got now. Okay. A new government could emerge after a resignation, like someone could step down. So that's what I'm saying. It could be like King Charles is sick and he steps down, or Putin, they're trying to go after Putin and try to poison him, step down, and then there's another person that's going over. You know what I mean? It could even be the president. I don't know. And then there could be some kind of new laws, or some kind of laws that are trying to restrict us from something. And I don't know what that is. It could be from the States. It could be Russia. It could be in Europe somewhere. It could be China. It could be Japan. There could be some kind of restrictions. And again, it could be around the shipping. It could be around the tariffs. It could be around whatever it is. Okay. Because I've been saying this for a while, unless it's happened in the month of June while I'm gone, I still feel like there's going to be some more conflicts around tariffs and taxes and all that fun stuff. Okay. All right. Good news. After the storm, there's going to be new opportunities. Smart investors will open. I'm not saying it's completely open then, but maybe it's kind of looking. All right. The crypto market may start and be stronger cycle by late 2025. So this is kind of trying to bring that goodness to you. I'm not saying it happens exactly on this new moon, but like I'm trying to say to you, there is good news that's coming out of this. Maybe it's in the fall time, or maybe it's in the springtime in the Southern Hemisphere. You know what I mean? So I'm seeing that June and July are the months that we watch out and be very cautious and really listen to your inside, or talk to your doctor, or talk to your financial advisor on that time. Precious metals are going to be either stay really stable, or they're going to be a safe haven, or they're going to rise. You know what I mean? And I keep on, and I've said this last year, I might have even said it the year before. Spirit kept on telling me silver. There's going to be a lot, the silver is going to go rise up a lot. Okay. Also gold, but I'm seeing silver. There's going to be new technologies. All right. Around July and onward, there's going to be breakthroughs. There's going to be new inventions around energy, medical treatments, AI. You know, a lot of people are trying to scare us with the AI. It's like, oh, AI is going to take over and sell and da da da. Sure, could there be little scams and da 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 and blah blah blah? And I'm not trying to put our heads in the sand, but really, there's a lot of goodness that's coming out of it too. There's a lot of greatness and goodness out of it. So it's like, okay, universe, all these countries, these leaders, well, if it's scaring us and you think this and this could happen, then do something about it. Instead of going, well, this could happen, and then go, do something about it. You know what I mean? So start doing something about it. And I think us people worldwide are going to go do something about it, or else we are going to start electing, or we're going to be in control, right? You're not in control. We're going to be in control. And that's what I think this year and next year is bringing, that the people are back in charge again, and not the government, not the kings, not the leaders, not the dictators. Okay. All right. Healings, especially, there's going to be a huge wave of spiritual awakening. I've been saying this for a while, that if you're wanting to create or be in the spiritual realm, in us people like me, I've been doing it all my life. And some of you people are like, I've been doing this for 20, 30 years, Debbie, and it's not changing. It's going to be, like I said, create that foundation. If you're like, I want to be being a psychic healer, or being a healer, or being a doctor, or even teaching it, being a soul coach, or anything with spirituality, creativity, arts, movement, writing, poetry, whatever, the right brain thing, it's going to be big. It's going to be huge. It's going to be really big, and especially around 2027 and 2028. It's going to get big now. You think it's getting big now? Wait. You're going to be so glad and so happy that you started it. But that, again, that's up to you. Huge wave of spiritual awakening, healing, and returning to human compassion. I told you that before, and I see it again. Compassion. It's going to be the neighbors helping out the neighbors. And I'm hoping that we don't have to have a situation like a 9/11, like a Katrina, like the fires, like, avalanches, the things that, wars or conflicts to get us to have not be so split and put us together. I feel that a lot of truth, and this is just the start of it. I don't think this is the end of it. This is going to be the start of it for at least a year or 2 years, that we are getting together. Like I said, we're going to be in charge, and we're going to be like, nope, I don't care. Nope. We're not going to get you away with it. Okay. But we have to do it now, because if they step forward and start dictating it to us, or giving us the rules and regulations, and you got to do this and this and this and this and this, and trying to manipulate us, we got to catch it now, because otherwise it's going to be a bigger battle, a bigger fight down the road. Okay. What was the other thing that I was saying? Farms, co-ops, local markets. People are going to be building that more. The younger generation are like, I don't want these big companies anymore running, especially our food, the chemicals on food. It's sad. Spirit was just talking to me about that yesterday. They were like, here people are saying eat fresh fruits and berries and da-da-da-da. Well, they're so full of chemicals. It's worse to eat the strawberries and the peaches and the pears and the tomatoes and everything, for them to last longer or look pretty. And they're worse, and people are getting more cancer because of those things. That is starting to switch too. So that's what I'm telling you guys. I'm not just talking about the spirituality that's going to be changing. It's going to be about that stuff too. Sustainable, creating our own energy, having our own water, clean water, having our own healthy foods without chemicals, going back to the day when they used to use the worms and, the right plants and the right, soil and everything, that no bugs come along or whatever. We put mint everywhere, or whatever it is that's going to take us instead of these chemicals. Okay. Because, a lot of the chemicals are connected to oil. Okay. And I'm not saying that we don't need oil at all, but we're switching from oil, and the people that are owning the oil companies don't want that, because that's where they make their billions and billions and trillions and zillion dollars from. So we're going to be taking that back and going, nope, we're not using those oils. We're not using that synthetic plastic, We're going to do things that are biodegradable and good to the earth and good to us. And that's what's happening in these next couple of years. It's going to be really, really strong. So if you have an invention for that, if you have ideas or concepts, trademark it. This is the time to do it, baby. I wouldn't wait because someone else is going to do it. All right. Leadership renewal. There's going to be changing the guards. Among the leaders could be younger, more visionary people coming into power around 2025 and 2026. So I'm kind of giving you a little bit of insight of what could be happening in next year also. Okay, so I'm kind of blending it together. What Spirit wanted me to write from like now until, I'm going to say until the end of July, because they keep on saying June and July. Yes, there might be some moments that it feels like everything's collapsing and falling apart, but that's where the phoenix rise. That's where everything starts rising. The new beginnings, clearing the plate. Do you know what I mean? Clearing the plate, cleaning. This is the time to clean, get rid of the junk, get rid of the things, get rid of the people, places, and things that don't resonate with you anymore. I'm not saying do it harmly. I'm not saying not to be cordial to them. But, and then it's not being selfish to think of yourself, because you're going to heal yourself and your family and your friends and all that stuff too. Okay. So it's going to be, I guess some of you might feel the collapse more than others. I'm going to feel it. You know why? Because I'm so sensitive. I'm in tune to all your guys' thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Some of you guys are going to go, fiddly-dee, I didn't feel a thing, Debbie. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Why are you saying everything's so sensitive? And you didn't lose your money, and you kept your job, and you're still with your lover, and you're really healthy. Great. I'm wishing that for everybody. But some of us oversensitive, you got to remember, this is in Cancer, new moon in Cancer. So us very in tuned, very sensitive, very emotional, it could be bipolar, it could be addictions, it could be the good, the bad, are going to be overload. And do what it is that makes you feel good. And if you are a sensitive person and you're trying to help everybody, it's going to make you sick. So I want you to be careful with that. Okay. Be really, really careful with that. Okay. Let me see here. Got another page. Come on. So here we go. So I want you, this is just kind of, I'm going to give you like a little warning list. Again, up to you. And then I'll give you an opportunity list. Okay. So, again, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just giving you what Spirit is telling me, and I'm hoping I'm wrong on a lot of this. Okay. Avoid risky stocks and crypto trades in the late June. I've been telling you that for a while. So, okay, keep cash handy. I'm not saying that, in case the bank freezes, or that if you're with a small bank or the ATM issue, it was kind of like my husband had that kind of issue. It was around Memorial Day weekend, and it's like, why can't I get he wanted to get a couple, he wanted to get like $100 out of, but in 20s, and they're like, nope, can't do that. And it was like, why can't I do that? And then it was like, oh, Memorial Day weekend, everybody was taking cash out, and they probably didn't have a bunch of 20s. Do you know what I'm saying? So, or they would only give you so many 20s. So it could be something like that. It could even be as small and simple as that. Okay. Watch out for those fake cryptos. Please. Scams are going to be rising. Scams are going to be rising around the banks, around the cryptos, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Travel, again, your choice, but high risk places, high risk zones. I would try not to, but that's up to you again. But do expect delays, cancellations, please. And it won't be just because there could be a conflict or the traffic controllers are striking or whatever like that. It could be because of storms or natural events. All right. Health, I want you to boost your immune system, because there's going to be stuff going in the air. Something's in the air. Okay. So there could be something in the air. I'm seeing leaders, again, having some kind of major hiccup, and it could be presented to us in the public. Okay. Like someone, like Billy Joel, he had a faint or whatever on one of his concerts, and then now he canceled the concert, and then he's got something with the brain. I don't know what it is, but he's saying he's going to try to fix it and then come back. It could be things like that. It could be well-known people, leaderships, people that are kind of connected to it. Doesn't mean it has to be the leader. It could be its family, or, it could be the prime minister or whatever, any secretary of state or whatever. So, so think of, are you in stress? Again, are you in the fear, worry, and doubt kind of space? Okay. Be cautious in big places, because there's going to be, like I said, I'm seeing some kind of flu, some kind of bug going around, and I'm seeing this worldwide. I'm not saying that this is just for the States, because I'm in the States. I'm seeing it, believe it or not, I'm seeing that it could have been started in Africa. I'm seeing Africa having a hard problem with something. Okay. Or maybe it's just Africa. Okay. Because like the mosquitoes or something like that, I don't know. I they keep on showing me that over there. So careful. Especially if you're going to Africa, put that, the spray on or whatever that makes it so that you don't get bit. Okay. Emotional, please stay calm. If you're in the fear base, the media is going to explode and try to bring you fear. And they're going to go, you're probably going to go, Debbie, well, you're bringing me fear. No, I'm trying to give you cautions and warnings. And if it doesn't resonate with you, then don't listen to it. Okay. I'm just giving you my insight of what could happen. Meditate, stay grounded, and avoid, the panic on the internet, on the phone, on the da-da. If you're like, this is making me, then don't start reading again. Do you know what I mean? It's like people are, and I'm guilty of it too. It's like, when's the last time you really started reading? Do you know what I mean? So, okay. So opportunities, again, not a financial advisor, not a doctor. Invest in solid, stable assets like gold and silver. Food products are going to be really big. Food products, especially going towards, they're showing me going towards the end of the year. Okay. And it's going to be around this oil. It's going to be around the chemicals. It's going to be around. So it's like, help your farmers, help your markets, you know what I mean? The markets that are on Saturday and people are got their own fresh fruit and all that stuff. Go to, do that. Okay. There could be a new, rebirth, new coins, new blockchain tech kind of thing. But again, I feel like I'm giving you this information because I don't want you to think that it's just going to be bad. I'm seeing that again coming out at the end of the year. Okay. I'm seeing this again from September, October, but there could be some, but I want you to be really careful of new things. And you're like, this doesn't sound right. Because again, there's going to be this scamming, do you know what I mean, going on. So, okay. Spiritual, huge psychic development, spiritual insight, DreamWorks, art, singing, performing, creating. Crystals are going to be even bigger than they are now. Me doing sound healing, like sound healing, vibrations, frequency, sound, and water, like I've been told in my near death, all that kind of stuff, new inventions, new things. I mean, beautiful things coming for that. Okay. Helping your local community, people getting together. Karma is going to be really powerful. So if you're seeing someone kind of going through, and you're like, okay, something happened there. And if you're like, well, Debbie, I'm the one, it seems like I'm getting the karma and not them, then ask you, are you carrying their story? That's what I talk about, like with my readings. If you're wanting to get a reading with me, psychicdebbie.com, I talk about that. You could be carrying people's stories. Do you know what I mean? And that's where your blockage is. And sometimes if you're carrying someone else's story and they're supposed to have karma, you get the karma. And you're like, that's supposed to be happening to them. But you kept on being in fear, worry, and doubt, or being pissed or being angry or, they're not friends anymore, but I've had a friend that I knew for 40 years and she was talking about her ex-husband 25 years later. It's like 25 years later. Oh, did you know he did? It's like, it's freaking 25 years later. Let it go. Okay. Let it go. All right. So that could be the karma thing, that it's showing you where your mindset is or where you're focusing or where your purpose or intention is. Okay. Relationship, true friends, soul connections will reveal themselves under this pressure. True friends are going to be shown to you. True friends are going to be shown to you. Your tribe, your network is going to be getting together. Okay, your tribe, your village, your people. And if you're like, I don't have any to support you, here I am. I don't have it either. I have my husband that supports me. I have my beautiful kids. I have my grandkids. But do I have that mentor? Do I have that person that I can blah all this out to? No, I don't have anybody. I only have spirit. So sometimes your support might be in another realm, in another dimensional space. Okay, careers. There's going to be pivotal points for everybody. The old system, governments, corporations, they're going to start crumbling. They're going to start crumbling because we are connecting together. The people are going to be together. It's like, I'm not buying your food anymore because it's full of poisons. I'm going to go to the market. I'm going to buy from the farmer. I'm going to da-da-da. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's going to be that. Major opportunities. Like I'm going to be repeating myself again for healers, coach, educators, teachers, tech builders, green energy. We might not have put our kids in school, but those teachers that learned how to teach, they might create their own school. Did you ever think of that? That you don't go through the government, but you hire this woman and then she's teaching for 10 kids. You know what I mean? Because people are like, well, I'm going to homeschool. Really? You're going to homeschool, help your house, do your business, and everything else on top of it? A lot of us can't do that. But maybe we hire somebody, or she's like, okay, we go to your house that day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. And then we go to George's house and she's teaching 5 kids, whatever. Maybe it's a neighborhood that gets together. So there's going to be this new invention, new ways of teaching. Okay. All right. Here we go again with natural disasters, again, Gulf Coast, Texas, Louisiana, Florida Panhandle, East Coast, USA, Carolinas, Virginia, Caribbean, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, the Bahamas, Southeast Asia, Philippines, Vietnam, South China, around there. Earthquakes, California, especially Southern California, LA, San Diego, Alaska, like I said, Chile, around that space, Japan, around the Tokyo area, okay, Indonesia, Europe, there could be earthquake or something rattling around Turkey and Greece, either earthquake or volcano. Volcano action, there could be in Italy, Philippines, Iceland again, Hawaii, and South America. Okay, wildflowers. I wish it was that way. Instead of a fire, it would be a whole bunch of wildflowers. Wouldn't that be great? It's like, oh, we were supposed to have a fire, but instead we got all these flowers. Which I love that. I love that. Okay, squirrel. Fires could be in California, especially the Northern California. So please be careful up there. Oregon, Washington State, Arizona. Okay, if the drought keeps on continuing. But like I was saying before, there could be a wash, but that's up in the mountains and then it goes down. Okay. Let's see, where else was I? Australia, Southern Wales or Victoria area, Southern Europe, Spain, Portugal, Greece. Been saying it. And if it hasn't happened yet, heat wave, tropical heat wave. Do you guys know that Kermit the Frog Christmas, is it a Christmas story? Yeah. And then, the mice, squirrel, sorry. Some of you guys are going to know what I'm talking about. Okay. Bonus dates to watch. Again, June, I'm going to say around June 24, 26. It doesn't have to be around there. I'm just kind of giving you a roundabout dates. Okay. So I'm going to say this until June. Well, I'm putting this up like June 17th, right? So around June 24th, I'm going to say until the end of the month of June. Financials, shock starts, warnings, warning, danger. It's like that robot, on, oh my God, danger, warning, danger, warning. You remember Land of the Lost? Is that what it was? Yeah, something like that. Okay, earthquakes around this time until the end of the month, around this time until the end of the month. There could be some kind of conflict, something with military, that maybe even if it was just getting the military ready. Or like I said, there could be the threat that someone's sending a missile, but it hits the ocean. Or there's submarines and airplanes or whatever. Or someone shoots a missile and it hits a plane and goes something. Okay, and I feel like it could be around ships and it could be around water because it could be submarines, ships, Navy, because it's sorry about the because of being in Cancer. Okay, water. All right, let's see, where else do I have on here? So I have that. Why are they making me stop here? Okay, so some kind of, like I said, some kind of leader could go down. There could be some kind of leader going down. Health issues. Really, if it didn't happen in June, I would be surprised in July. I could see the market rebounding at the end of June and going into July, and everybody's like, yes, and then it could go down again. Okay, so again, be careful. Okay, and here, let me see what I got on my last page here. They wanted me to write, even though it might feel chaotic or, what the heck is going on, Debbie? The universe is clearing out the old and bringing in the new, okay? It's bringing in new systems, new people, new laws, new food, new water, new air, new, you know what I mean? It's trying to bring the new. It's trying to tear down the old. We put the duct tape on it too many times, everything's duct tape. My husband used to do that with a boat and he's like, put duct tape. And I'm like, it looks terrible. Well, it's doing what it needs to do. Well, we're tearing off the duct tape and making it either new or fixing it the right way. Okay. So it's the crumbling and bringing in the new. All right. It's going to bring seeds of hope, healing, prosperity, and leaderships will start anew and sprout. All right. So now I'm going to do your guys' signs, and then And I'm going to give you the good news, challenges, love, wealth, and health. Okay? All right, so we're going to do Aries. The good news is new beginnings in your home and your family, ideal time to move, redecorate, or reconnect with loved ones. Okay? The challenges could be emotional, vulnerable, but watch out. Don't be impatient with the family or family members. That's a caution. They gave me a caution sign there. So the challenges is, again, the emotions. And if you're like, I know every time Sally comes over, we're going to get in an argument. Well, then don't talk to Sally right now. Step back, okay? So, or send them divine love and understanding or healing or something, okay? So love, you're going to be craving emotional security. You're going to, some of you guys are going to be, are we together or not? Are we boyfriend and girlfriend? Are we getting married? Are we staying married? It's going to be that kind of time, all right? Time to be serious, either be committed or on the pot and get off. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. It's going to be that kind of thing. Or you're going to be, a good thing that could be is that you're going to be healing like childhood things or family things or whatever. Okay. And again, if you need help with that, I can help you, psychicdebbie.com. All right. Wealth, not a big financial peak, but for long-term investments, again, talk to your financial advisor, or savings could start beginning now. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I got this crypto really cheap, or I got this stock really cheap, or long-term. Talking about long-term here, okay? Health, you might have gut issues. You might have a digestion issues because of your emotions, because you're going to be emotional. So if you've got and I just had it in my brain, an ulcer. Oh my God, Debbie. If you have an ulcer, if you have a problem, it could rise up more, okay? And try not to put the duct tape on it. Maybe go to the doctor, eating this certain things, or maybe you find out that you're allergic to something and that's what's been upsetting you. But your emotions are going to upset your stomach, okay? Taurus, the good things are you're going to be communicating. If you're a writer, great time to write. If you're a journalist, great time to journal. If you're trying to start doing videos or getting onto the internet, YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or whatever ones that you're connecting to, great time to start doing that. All right. And challenges, emotional patterns. Your emotional patterns might show up. Or if you're married to a Taurus, you're going to see their emotional patterns come up. You're not supposed to fix them. They need to fix themselves, okay? Don't go by what they're saying. Do what they're going by their action. If they're, they're being a poopy head, like my grandson says, then that's your choice to let them go or not. If you're being the poopy head, you're the Taurus, and you're being a poopy head, why are you being a poopy head? Okay? Figure that out. Love, you're going to want more validation. Again, remember, this is in Cancer, a lot of emotions. I really feel that being in a gray space is not going to work for you. If you're in the, are we together or are we not? Should I leave or should I stay? Do I tell him I love him or don't? That's not going to work for you right now. That this next couple of weeks, I'm going to say the next month and a half, it's not going to work for you. It's a yes or a no, okay? So express your feelings clearly to avoid a misunderstanding, all right? Wealth. You're going to be able to network. You're going to be able to connect. There's going to be business ideas. There's going to be financial opportunities for you. Again, check, double check, triple check. Make sure it's not a scam. Well, my Uncle Buck, he told me to, really? No. Listen to your gut because you're emotional. You're going to be intuitive. Talk to your financial advisor and see that. But there's going to be some opportunities for you. Okay? Especially if you're doing a kind of like a local business, or if you're being on the internet, or you're doing that kind of thing. Health, you might be, because of talking, be really sensitive. So you could get strep throat. You could get a sore throat. You could have a neck injury. So be really careful on that. Be hydrated and smooth and talk nicely. Don't talk about anybody. If you're like, I like to gossip and I like to talk negative, try for like a month for not to, because it's going to affect your throat. If there's a flu going around, you can catch it really fast. Okay, so be really careful with that. Like I said, take your medicine or holistic things or whatever you need to do. Talk to your doctor so that you don't get this sickness. Unfortunately, I could see Taurus being more sick than the rest. Okay, Gemini. The good thing is you're going to start focusing on your goodness, or other people are going to see your goodness or going to start acknowledging you. Okay. So you're going to focus on your self-worth and your income. Okay. There could be some great new beginnings and financial opportunities. So that's why I'm saying it could emerge because you're connecting to somebody. It's like they hired you for a new job, or you did an audition and they hired you for that, or they're doing a film, my son's film gets picked up or whatever. So there's going to be that kind of thing. All right. That's not the time to hide. Challenges. You got to be careful around your money. Don't overspend. Do not compare yourself to somebody else. If they're like, oh, well, they made all this money and I lost my money and did it. That's not the time. This is not the time to be in judgment. Don't be insecure about your money. Don't overspend your money. Okay. I'm not saying to hoard it, but maybe keep some aside before this time so that if something does come up, then you are ready. Okay, so that you're ready. All right, love. You could be seeking someone that is going to help you with your emotions. All right. And I'm not saying that it has to be your partner. It could be a teacher. It could be a mentor. It could be a doctor. It could be a psychologist. It could be a soul coach. It could be you're all of a sudden starting to meditate or whatever. You're going to seek your true emotional space, and you're going to connect to your depth, to your worth. And then if you love yourself that way, then you're going to be in the same vibration. And then if you're single, you're going to collect and meet someone in the same vibration. If you're in fear, worry, and doubt, you're going to collect someone that's fear and worry and doubt. Okay, so they're going to help you with that love. So is this a good time to date and meet a lover? If you are in the confidence and the truth of who you are, yes. Okay. Wealth, budget. Like I was saying before, set a saving intention, kind of, and is that a good idea for your life? Yes. But around this time, June and July, really kind of see where your money's going. Okay. This is not the time to splurge. Okay. Again, your choice, but it's probably not the best time to buy a house or buy a car, because your money might change. And I think that's what Spirit's trying to tell me, is like kind of forewarning you that it might change for the better or for the worse. Okay. So it's like, oh, I bought that secondhand car and it's kind of crappy. And then all of a sudden you got this job and it's like, oh crap, now I'm stuck with this secondhand car and I got to sell that. I want to get another, you know what I mean? So it's going to help you with that kind of thing. And then health. Be careful. Don't eat too many sweets, and be careful with emotional eating. Okay, so people that have blood pressure or diabetes or some kind of circulation problem, it could get worse. All right, around this time. Cancer. It's your new moon. So it's your new moon. So there could be a rebirth. It could be a beautiful time to redo your look. Do you know what I'm saying? Or redo it. It's like getting rid of a habit, or getting that soul coaching or that spiritual advice, or that being a psychologist, working on your emotions so that you don't get angry, you don't get upset, or maybe you have addictions. And this is a really, really good time for you for making your goals come true. Okay. Maybe you get that. I'm seeing what's good is that you get that mentor, you get that person that supports you. Your challenges is because your sensitivity is going to be over heightened, massively heightened. And see if, try not to hide and put the blanket out, but don't try to overthink everything and be overly sensitive. And don't get mad at someone if they're like, boy, you're being sensitive. You're going to be just, you put it on, kind of go, okay, I remember what Debbie said. It's like, okay, calm down. Maybe I am being too sensitive. Talking to yourself. It's like, I don't need to be in that fear, worry, and doubt. You're right. And do something that brings some joy so you can balance it out. Okay. I'm just wanting you to balance it out. I'm not saying not to express your emotions. I'm just saying you don't want it to be quick and, and especially if you're buying something or you're gambling or you're be like, what, why did I do that? Because you're doing it through emotions and not through the logic or your insight. Okay. Again, you're going to be emotional. So around love, you could attract massive love, But you got to be careful with that because you're so emotional. It's like, oh, they're so dreamy. I'm seeing Gaston, you know what I mean? On Beauty and the Beast, and the girls are like, Gaston, Gaston. And here he's, not the nicest guy in the world. And, Belle's like, do you know what I mean? But she's meeting someone that she didn't think she would meet. So this is a time where you could meet someone completely the opposite of what you usually go with. If you were for the bad boy, bad girl, you could be for the good guy, or maybe you're for the good guy and you got someone that's got a little edge or gets you out of your comfort zone. Okay. Is it a great time to meet someone? Yes. But don't think it's more than what it is. Okay. And really look out for the red flags, because I'm seeing you wanting to be in love. And then if you're in a relationship, have some great love. Go on a date. Appreciate each other. Say, I haven't told you I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for doing this and this and this. Okay, perfect time. It will get you to bond together. Okay, sorry, they're making my nose itch again. Okay, wealth for Cancer, a great time to launch a project, launch a business, branding, inventing. Your intuition is going to know where the money is. Your intuition is going to know where the money is. And if you're like, oh, I don't know, Debbie, well, then maybe you need to learn to work on your intuition or start writing. It's like every night, where is the best place? Or talking to your financial advisor. Do you know what I mean? Someone that you can trust, not Uncle Buck. You know what I mean? Like the movie Uncle Buck. Wasn't he cute? John Candy. So cute. But anyways, do you know what I mean? Listening to your insight. Because if it's like, and everybody's buying this stock, Debbie, everybody's buying that stock. And you're like, but yeah, it doesn't seem right. Please listen to your insight, because it's going to be overly sensitive and it's going to be really, really accurate. Okay. Health-wise, this is the time to reset. A great time to detox. Not massive, I'm not eating for 30 days. No. But maybe doing a liver cleanse, or detoxing, or you're meditating every night, or you're going for that walk, or you're expressing your emotions. It's a really great time. Or you're finally getting that psychologist, or you're connecting to that mentor. This is a really good time to do that. Okay. All right. Leo, good. Healing past wounds. It could be private. You don't need to express it to the world. You can do private healings. All right. You're listening to your subconscious. If it's in fear, worry, and doubt, don't listen to it. But if it's the subconscious of you is listening, and it seems like it's really kind of like, I need to do this. I really feel like I need to do that. Then I would do that. Okay. The challenges, you might feel overly emotional. It can be really raw. It could make you be really tired. Don't push. It's like, I'm super tired and don't try to do triple things at one time, because that's going to affect your health. It's going to affect your sleep. It could get you in an accident. You could either fall, slip, break a leg, get in a car accident because you didn't get enough sleep. So, be careful with your subconscious, okay? But the good thing is your intuition is going to be dead on, all right? And like I said, with you healing your past, you're going to be in a better space, okay? Challenges, you might feel emotional raw. Like I said, rest. Please rest. Don't push too hard. That's where I was at before. Okay, squirrel. I kind of mixed that up. Love, there's going to be a lot of reflecting. A lot of reflecting, and a lot of truth is going to be shown to you. Okay. And, okay. And, sorry, got a little note there. Okay. Exes might come back. An ex might come back. Again, listen to yourself. Your dreams are going to be really, really strong. So it's like, I'm dreaming. It might even tell you your lover's coming. You might dream about your future lover or soul partner, or maybe a soulmate, the one that you have to learn lessons from, So I used to do that before. I used to be like, oh, that person's coming, and it would happen. All right. So there's going to be a reflection around love. There could be an ex coming back, or you're revamping your relationship that you're in now. Is it good or bad? Should I leave? Should I stay? Da, da, da. Or what can I do to make it better? Or what can I do to make them listen to me better? Or doing things. Okay. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. All right. Wealth. I feel like there's going to be some kind of opportunities for you again. Talk to your, whoever you talk to, that you could invest. But what they're telling me to tell you, again, your choice, don't tell anybody about it. This, especially if it's a long-term thing. Because I want you to be careful about the investments, because I think if it's a short-term thing, I don't think it's going to work for you. You could lose it. It's like, oh, I lost $20,000. I thought I didn't take it out as fast as when I should have. Do you know what I mean? Because like I've been telling you, if it's already happened, it could happen again. It's not the round. The market, cryptos, money is not round. It's 1 minute. It could be the highest number, and 20 seconds later, boom, it's down because everybody's taking it out. So your investments, I would do it quietly, and only if it resonates with you, or your financial advisor or the person that you talk to is telling you yes. Okay. There could also be that what you're creating now will pay you out in the long run. You might be like, Debbie, I'm not getting money now, but down in the long run, you probably will. Okay. Health-wise, again, sleep, mental health, and then your dreams could hold your truth. So, and you're like, I don't dream. Only in my dreams. I'm thinking of that song. Dreamweaver. Okay, but anyways, sorry, squirrel. Write it down before you go to bed. I want to remember my readings, and, safe and worthy to remember my readings. And it could give you some answers, and maybe ask it, write it down a couple times, write it down 6 times. What is it that I need to know? What is it? Is this a good idea, or is this not a good idea, kind of thing, before you go to bed. Okay. The next one is Virgo. Okay. So the good is, your social life could be really, really strong. Your dreams could be really strong. You could be joining a new group. You could have, some long-term goals could be all of a sudden established. If you have an addiction or something, that this is a good time to be connected to that group. Or if it's like, I'm wanting to learn how to be more intuitive, or I'm wanting to learn about the stock market, or I'm wanting to learn how to be a realtor, or whatever. This is a great time for Virgo to take that class or join that group or connect. Connection could highlight going out, go dancing, going with your friends, not drinking and driving. Be careful on that. Okay. But your social life, or they come over and you're watching a movie or playing games or something like that. Really good time to do that. Good time to do that. Get out of your security. I know a lot of Virgos have been kind of like, yeah, they're traveling or they're but they're really being secluded. Okay. So why are you being secluded? Are you trying to guard yourself too much? That might be, because there could be, there could be, I can't say for sure. For Virgos, you could be letting go or bringing new friendships in. Boundaries around friendships are going to be really, really big. Yes to that, no to that. Yes to them, no to that. And it could be around family. It could be around friends. It could be around, I know I said yes to them, but I need to say no, and have an understanding. They might be a little upset, but not let them, manipulate you and, you promised me. It's no, you know what I mean? So the boundaries around friendships. Okay. That could be the challenges around love, because it's so much friendship, so much connection. So it could be a friend becomes a lover. Okay. Or an ex can come back. Or, like I said, to the other one, it could be that you attract someone that's different. All of a sudden I'm going for the nice person, or for the nice guy, or for the nice gal. Okay. Or maybe I'm going for the one that's traveling around the world. Or maybe I'm trying out a long distance relationship. Or maybe I'm going to do one where they live in their home and I live in my home. I like that kind of idea. I really do. So you're going to align finally with someone that's seeing the same vision you are. Doesn't mean they have to believe everything that you do, but they're going to support you. They're like, yeah, go for it. go for it. So it's kind of like my husband. He doesn't believe in a lot of this stuff. He knows that I'm helping people and then I want to heal people. And he's seen a lot of this coming true. Yes. But is he in the belief in it? Can I sit down for an hour or 2 hours, talk to him about angels and predictions and spiritual? No. But is he supporting me? Yes. Okay. All right. So that it could be that kind of relationship that's coming to you. All right. But maybe look at some of your friends. Maybe they're supposed to be your lover. But that's up to you. Okay. Health. Again, group activities, you doing for other people. Again, be careful around your fear, worry, and doubt. Be careful with your nervous system. Be careful with, I don't know why they're just showing it to me now, like the funny bone, like, ow, how that hurts. Or circulation, especially if you have like diabetes or heart conditions, anything with circulation, anything with the nervous system. Be really, really careful with that, okay? All right, Libra. Careers, good is career, new beginnings. You might get a new job. You might get a promotion. You might get a new role. You might need leadership. Or you might be like, you know what? Forget it. Kind of like that guy. I was going to talk about it before I went to Minnesota. That guy that left the corporate world and him and his cat are, sailing around the world. And where did he go? To Hawaii? And there was, hundreds of people like, yeah, and a lot of people are following him on TikTok or, even the news is following him and all that stuff. And he's like, yep, didn't know much about sailing. And, the cat's coming with and sure, there was some downfall, some other things, but look at that encouragement. Look at that gain. So that could be with Libra. It's like, I'm selling everything and I'm traveling around the world, or I've been traveling around the world and now I'm settling. It could be that kind of thing, but there's going to be new opportunities, a new perspective. There could be a new promotion, or wanting you to be in the leadership role that you a lot of times don't want to be in. Okay. Because Libras, they want to balance, right? They want to be in the middle. They don't want to be one side or the other because they're going to see which side is right and which one's wrong. And then if it's right, then they could be a right fighter. So it could be around that too. Challenges, balancing could be off. Like I said, the work or the life. So that's why you're wanting the new promotion and that's why you want. So your lover, your partner, your kids, your people from work, people might want more from you and you're like, this is a lot. I don't know, I'm going through something too, but they're going to maybe want more from you because you're so steadfast and you're trying to balance things out. And it could be a ant show out there and everybody's like going to grab and gravitate to people. I know I'm going to be, even though I tell people, don't text me, do not email me for, this free reading or I need it now kind of thing. Believe me, I know that's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? So people, because they're wanting that security. So with Libra, you're going to get the same thing. People are going to be reaching out to you because they're going to see you being balanced because you're good at balancing things. They're going to go, well, they're good at balancing. Balance me. You know what I mean? So you're going to have, the challenge is going to be, sorry, I can't help you. You know what I mean? All right. Okay. Just help the ones that you can help. All right. Love. You're going to be drawn to people that have ambition that is going to help you with this new change. If it's settling down, then maybe you're going to be drawn to someone that's more settled or homemaker or, wants the garden and the theater. Or if you're wanting to travel, that you're going to attract that. Okay. So you're going to get the balance. Your balance of love and career is going to be good. But you need to be careful of if you're dating, are you collecting someone that needs balance from you right now, and then 3 months down the road you're like in love with them and they're like, okay, thanks for balancing me, gotta go. You know what I mean? So kind of see where they are in their life. Are they subconsciously, I don't think they're going to do it consciously, using you to help you balance them, and then it's like, okay, fiddly dee, gotta go. You know what I mean? So kind of looking at that. So be careful of who you're attracting. Am I saying not to go out and date? If you're in the confidence and the truth of who you are and you're like, Debbie, I know who's going to take advantage of me or who's not going to take advantage of me, great, then go out and date, okay? If you're in a relationship, again, are you overcompromising? Are you giving too much? Are you taking too much and you're not doing enough? So this is going to be shown to you around the love, all right? Wealth, there could be a new income stream, again, There could be another thing around your profession. If you're going to do goals, or if you're going to do intentions, do it through your heart, not through your mind. Because sometimes Libra can be too judgmental, I got to balance everything. So it's like, how do you feel intuitively? Balance it out with the mind and the heart, not just all the mind. Well, this is going to work and blah, 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 and left brain, left brain, left brain. No, bring some of your heart into it too. Okay. And then if you put yourself, so like if you're doing a business that you're enjoy with, you're going to succeed. If you're continuous, not, one time, oh, I like playing the guitar and I'm going to play in a band. When's the last time you played in a band? Are you going to play in a band? Well, no, it's not going to come that way. So if you're consistent and you're in your joy and you're doing it through the heart and mind, then you can be very, very successful. Set some goals, and and also some new money could come to you. You could win it. You could receive it. You could get an inheritance. You could win it off a scratch off. You could be, you know what I mean? There could be some kind of other income than the norm, and allow that and say, I'm safe and worthy to do that. Bring me some ideas. Don't overly control everything. Okay, so health-wise, be careful with your back. Be careful with your kidneys. Be careful with hydration, which I'm going to take a little water there. Be careful with that, because a lot of people are going to make you responsible. It's like, here, take our garbage. And you're going to be like, I'm trying to figure all this out and stressing out on it. So it could affect your kidneys. It could affect it. Like, again, water around Libra, your lower back, security, because you might be secure, but everybody else is asking you for security. Okay. So be careful with that. Scorpio, a good time to expand your business, being seen, especially around spiritual work, especially around travel, studying, publishing. If you're going to do a book or you could have a connection, you could get more clients, get more people subscribe to you or whatever. That going to be expansion. This is not the time to hide. This is the time to be seen. And again, being continuous. Kind of like me, every Tuesday, I'm putting a video up even when I'm on vacation like now. Okay, so allow yourself to expand and listen to your insight if it's a yes or a no for that person or whatever, okay? But there's going to be a lot of spirituality coming through. There could be some kind of travel. Someone could even buy you a gift. You'd be like, what? I'm paying for your gift. Let's go for a trip. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? That kind of thing, all right? Challenges, again, emotions or being disconnected. And I get this a lot, and I'm not saying this in an ego space and maybe it's because I had my near death and I've seen things sometimes a lot of times in a way different perspective than other people. And I get people going, what? I get some people that are going, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, okay. But I know I'm not wrong for me, maybe wrong for them. So sometimes us Scorpios can get out of the way, or we get disconnected, or maybe we are so in the abyss. I do that a lot. I can go way into the abyss and people are up here and I'm down there and I'm seeing it from here. And I'm like, well, I don't understand what's going on. And people are like, Debbie, get back into this space because we're seeing it this way. We're not seeing it your way. Okay. So try not be too disconnected at this time. All right. And it could be because, again, emotionally wise, a lot of people are trying to take your emotions away, or that you're seeming like you're, poops in a groove and they're wanting, and theirs is not, and they're going to be taking from you. So create that. That could be the challenge of creating the boundaries. Love, there could be a long distance romance for you. I feel like the love that you would meet now, and I'm not saying this is for everybody, but what Spirit is showing me now, when I'm looking up, I'm talking to Spirit. Sorry, you guys. It's going to be intellect. It's going to be about, I love intelligent people. Don't you love intelligent people? When I see some intelligent people that are not in ego, but in a really nice, soft space, but they're so intelligent, it's almost like they don't realize how intelligent they are. I'm just like, oh, I wish I was so intelligent. I wish I had my insight and my intelligence was the same. You know what I mean? But it's not. So it's like a lover could be a mind romance or communication or deep conversations that could connect you. So if you're wanting these deep conversations and you're wanting to be, someone that's intellectual or you being intellectual or something, this is a really good time to meet somebody. Or even if you're with somebody having that intellectual talk, do you know what I mean? Having a little bit of debate. I'm not saying challenging each other, but sometimes a debate is good. It's no, I think this way. No, I think that way. Having those deep conversations could bring a spark. It could be like a friend and you're like, damn, I didn't know you looked at it that way. And that you look at them in a different perspective. Okay. Sorry, my nose. Wealth, education. This is a really good time. Again, intelligence, knowledge, wealth could be that maybe you need to know another language or you need to know more about something. Do you know what I mean? It will pay it off in the long run. Going to school, if you're wanting to go to school, or if you're wanting to write a book, if you're trying to publish something, anything with like communications or intelligence, or you're like, I'm going to start teaching people about psychic work. Perfect time to do it. Or I'm going to take a class about healing so then I can do the healing or I can teach about the healing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So intelligent, that's where your wealth could come into. Okay, health, watch around your hips, around your liver. Okay, if you haven't done a liver cleanse lately, again, ask your doctor if it's okay. Might be a good time to do that. Your hormones might be affected. Your thyroid might be affected. So go to your doctor. Go to your doctor and get, it's like, and they could be like, oh yeah, your iron's way off or your hormones are all over the place. No wonder you're it's like, well, Debbie said we were going to be emotional, so that's why I thought it was emotional. No, you could be emotion on top of the hormones, on top of the liver, on top of, you're going to be like, ah, So go to the doctor and really listen to your body. Be quiet. Also, what's good for health, God, my nose, they're making me itch so bad. Sorry, you guys. Have a little bit of movement. Go for that little bit of walk or maybe do that little bit of wall exercise or, chair exercise, or something. Do a little bit of movement, okay? That can help you. Or go for a walk or go to the tree and hug the tree and talk to the tree or something. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of movement there. Sagittarius. Okay, what's good? Big transformations could be for you. Again, could be like my daughter is Sagittarius. She's right on the cusp. She's November 22nd. So Scorpio, Sagittarius. What? But anyways, good time to release emotional baggage. Good time to, if your finances aren't working right, good time to connect to a financial advisor or a good true one, or even having a transformation of like you're transferring your business in a whole new different light, or you're transferring yourself, I'm dyeing my hair or I'm cutting it or I'm growing it out or new makeup or new style. Like I said, could be really good connections. It's like, oh, I got some new clients or I got someone, you're trying to hire somebody. It's a really good time. So it's really good time to transform yourself, your business, your whatever is around you. Okay. The challenges are people are going to be jealous of you. There's going to be a power struggle. So like if you have your own business, hire an employee. Don't make them your business partner. Make them your, employee. There could be someone trying to control you, being jealous, trying to chastise your business. It's like, oh, she's really bad. She doesn't really, she said this about you. I get that a lot of times too. I've got people going, oh yeah, these people said that you said this about me. And I'm like, I was 100 miles away. What? You know what I mean? I've had it. It's in my chart, in my star chart of people being jealous and competing with me. And yeah, so I'm seeing that happening with Sagittarius here. I put it on myself. Sorry, you guys. But there could be a jealousy or there could be a power struggle, a control issue. And that could be around a relationship. That could be around work. That could be around your health. That could be da-da-da-da. Listen to your insight. Do not overcompensate. See for the truth of what it is. Okay. And it could be hard for someone that if you're in love with them and everybody's like, he or she's trying to control you, that they're manipulating you, that. And you're like, but I love them. They're so loving. It's like maybe stepping back and seeing the truth of somebody. Okay. And sometimes that can be hard. Love. I'm seeing that there could be some kind of either breakup or makeup, or there's going to be a whole new, again, a new way of looking at somebody or looking at the relationship you have now, that maybe it's like, oh, I like him even more, or something like that. Do you know what I mean? There could be this deep intimacy, like, oh, we're going on a trip and we just connected so well, or we just went for a walk and we had this deep conversation, and it's just like I'm seeing them in such a deep, deep, deep way. Or maybe you're dating and it's like, oh, I connected with someone so deeply. I've never connected with someone so deeply. So if you're single, I'm seeing it's a good time, unless you're you're too overly emotional, but it's a good time to date, because again, it will be in an intellectual, deep conversation. There could be a connection. You could meet your soul partner. If not, you can meet a wonderful friend, and it might not be that person. It might be their brother, their cousin, their sister, their aunt, their uncle. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Wealth. Your finances, you might have to help people out with your finances. Okay. Again, try not to emotionally attach yourself to them because they lost their job and they can't pay their rent. And you're like, okay, I'll help you for this month. And they might come again and you're like having a hard time saying, no, I don't want to pay for your rent again. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So there could be that. Be careful with your loans. You could get a loan and it could be really a good loan, or that you have a loan and then the interest rate or there's a better deal for you could come around for you then too. Okay. They're wanting you to be really careful with your taxes. Okay. So there might be a tax break for you, or it's like, I better pay that now, because down the road, it's going to save you thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay. So, or you could get an inheritance. All right. And it could be even you're like, oh, nobody's going to be sick. You'd be surprised how many times a lot of people are doing that now. It's like, here, I'll give you $10,000 because I want you need it now. And why should I wait until I die to give you this money? Do you know what I mean? It could be in that kind of space. All right. Or someone's wanting to give you a loan. All right. It's like, okay, I have bad credit and but it's like, oh, I'm lucky. I got a loan. So it could be that too. Health-wise, let go of toxic people, places, and things. Let go. Like I said, my daughter's an organizer. She helps people let go of things and release things. And this is a really good time for you to detox body, mind, and spirit, people, places, and things. And even detox your emotions. It's like, okay, I'm sick and tired of being so overly emotional. You know, maybe I take a certain kind of herb or a medication, or talk to a psychologist, or write my things out, or helping that. Okay. So a detoxing of the negative and bringing in the positive. Really good time. Capricorn, good things is this new moon is going to activate your relationships. Okay. So you could have a new relationship or revive a new relationship. It's going to be around this time for Capricorn. It's all about love of yourself, love of your partner, bringing a new partner in, love of your work, love of your health, love of your kids. Maybe it's all going to be around love. Okay. Around this, and emotions around love. Maybe that you love somebody and they don't love you back. Emotions around love, but then you get the truth. So then you can allow that true lover to come in. Okay. So it's going to be, a lot of it is going to be around what you love. Okay. Partner, people, places, work, whatever. All right. So the challenges are, you're going to be emotional. You're going to be overly emotional. You might feel not comfortable in it. You might not be. It's like, I know I need to let that person in. That person just said they love me and I love them too, but I've been hiding my, and maybe it's you. The challenge is to learn to love somebody in a new way, or learning to love yourself in a new way. Okay. Being comfortable to surrender. Sometimes we need to surrender, right? Sometimes we need to surrender. Okay. What did I say? That was the challenge. Okay. Like I said, there's love, allowing somebody new in, a bond, deep. I already said that. Romantic and partnerships get resetted. Okay. Wealth. There could be a business partner. There could be a contract that's in your favor. There could be a loan that's in your favor. If you're wanting to negotiate. It's like, I'm buying that car and I want $1,000 off. Really? Negotiate with passion and truth, but with love, not fear, worry, or doubt, or hate. Okay. So, there's going to be a lot of things in your favor. See them, allow them. Ask the universe, God, Buddha, what do you believe in? Yeah, bring that people, places, and things to me. Bring that client to me. Bring me that big job to me. Or bring me, help me connect to that new leadership or that new promotion or whatever. Or let them see my acknowledgement. This is not the time to be quiet around work, wealth, or whatever. If you're financing, again, get a financial advisor. Again, long-term would be the better. Okay? Health-wise, you got to be careful with your stress. You don't absorb your partner or family's emotions. Okay, Capricorn, you can do that. You're very solid. You can be strong. You can be a right fighter. You can be in that strength. And you're like, oh yeah, come on, just give me your crap. I'll fix it for you. But around this time, it's people's crap, or people subconsciously, what you take energy is going to be a lot more than normal. It's going to be you're going to be like, damn, why is that hitting me hard so bad? It's because they're going to put more on you. Okay, so be careful about absorbing other people's emotions, or and it's like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Step back, step back, step back. Okay, protect your energy, protect your auric space. Okay, Aquarius, a good time. What's good is a good time to begin a new routine, a work routine or a wellness routine, mind, body, and spirit, getting your mind, body, and spirit in balance. This is a good time for Aquarius to do that. I'm seeing that a lot of you guys have been doing work. And it's like, what about your health? What about your mind? What about that? Okay. So the good ideas could come to you. New routines could come to you. A new job routine or a new job could come to you. Okay. So the challenges are being burnt out again because you're overworking. Okay. Because you're overworking or overgiving emotionally. So Aquarius, be careful with that. Love, love is in the air. Okay, so love, I'm seeing that people are wanting to support you. Are you going to allow them to come in and support you? Well, they don't support me the right way, Debbie. It's like, allow them to support you a little bit. Surrender a little bit. And if you're like the one that's been giving, see who loves you. And they're the ones that are going to love you. If you're you haven't dated in a long time and you want to date, this is a good time to teach yourself how to allow that lover to come to you. Okay. Wealth is your work habits. Your day-to-day work habits might need to be changed. Okay. I'm seeing a steady income for you if you're consistent. If you're consistent, so like if you're wanting to do YouTube or TikTok, or I'm using it as an example, be consistent putting the videos up. Be consistent of paying yourself. Be consistent of not overbuying right now. There could be opportunities for you. You could win something. You could receive something. Allow. Try not to be in charge and always, right fighting it. Health-wise, again, your nervous system, I need you to be careful with that. Again, your immune system and also your digestion, because you're taking a lot of people's emotions in, and that could affect your stomach, your gut. Okay. So, you could be going poop a lot or not a lot. Okay. And that's going to be around stress. It's going to be around your stomach, and taking Tums is not going to fix it. Okay. So go to your doctor or express your emotions or whatever. So that be careful with that. Okay. Be careful of food poisoning. Be careful of, accidentally eating the wrong thing, or all of a sudden you're allergic to something and you're like, what? I've been eating bananas all my life and now I'm allergic to them. So that could come up. All right. The last one, Pisces. The good is this new moon sparks joy, romance, creativity, or inner child healing. It could be that or all the above. Okay. So they're going to, because a water sign, okay, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, remember it's in Cancer. So your emotions, that's going to be your challenges. Emotional swings, being sensitive, especially with children or a lover or a partner or a work partner, someone that's close to you. You might be like, wah, 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 wah. It's like the challenge is to step back and not let your emotions, or forewarn them and say, I'm going to be emotional. Debbie said I'm going to be really emotional in this month and a half. Sorry, ahead of time. Kind of like Pretty Woman. She's like, thank you, before, before the date. You know what I mean? It's like, I had a great time. Thank you. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, warning, I'm going to be emotional, going to be sensitive. And then maybe you have a code word. It's like, you're being a poopy head. It's like, oh, okay, I'm being a poopy head. Let me stand back. Don't fight it. It's like, I am not being a poopy head. And then you're being overly sensitive again. So that could be a challenge for you, okay? Love, if you're wanting to get pregnant, really, really good time. Or if you're say you're having to do something about pregnancy, this is a good time to find that doctor or find that nurse or find the doctor to deliver your baby. Or if you're needing infertile, treatment or whatever, this is a good time that the universe can say, here, this is the good doctor, your love, if you're single, great time to find a new lover, a new partner, a soul partner, and instead of a soul mate, the one that keeps on teaching you lessons. You're done with that, right? You're done with that. So there could be a reconnection, an old lover or an old partner, or even a friend comes along. Or even your love of art, love of being intuitive. I love singing, Debbie. I love creating art. I love poetry. I love writing. That can come into really strong, really strong. Okay. Wealth-wise, your art, because you're in your love, selling your art, creating your art, being a healer, being intuitive. You could create a business with that. I'm seeing passion will bring a lot of income to you. Again, you have to be consistent with it, but there also could be a time where it just flourishes. All of a sudden you just got this rush of money, and it's like, and just accept it. Allow it. Say, yes, I'm worthy of this. And then they could bring more and more and more. Okay. So health-wise, keep your heart open, but shield your energy. Okay. Be creative. Allow your creativity, your intuitiveness, your art come out. That could help heal your stress. So if you're like, my art is sitting in the tub, Debbie, eating bonbons and looking at a candle, then do it. Okay. Anything that's going to help you health-wise to release that stress. And be careful that you don't take other people's emotions because you want to fix people. Be in water, taking that bath, taking that Epsom salt bath, anything, or working with crystals, anything that's in the water element that can help you with your stress. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay. All right. That was a lot of information. I know this is kind of went over a lot of time, but I want to give you blessings and smiles, and hopefully I see you next week if everything goes okay when I come home. And thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for connecting. Please like, comment, and share. It helps a lot down below. Please comment, like, and share. If you're wanting to donate to me, psychicdebbie.com. There's a donation page on there, or you can send it in the mail, the P.O. Box 5882, Oxnard, California, 93031, or even just a Hadididi card is great too. Okay. I appreciate you guys. I'm blessed. Thank you for watching. And until next time, have blessings and smiles. Okay. Bye-bye.